All right, welcome to another episode of the Courtside podcast. I'm with my host, as always, Mr. Besu, and today we have a very, very special guest, the one and only, a legend, and a champion here at Courtside Basketball. Everybody, welcome B-Trigga.
Yo, yo, yo.
All right, B-Trigga. First of all, the first question that I want to ask is, your body has made a complete transformation, okay? And it's the truth, and it's what everybody's talking about. Did you swallow a bison?
Come on, man. It's going to be the first question you ask me if I swallowed a bison.
All right, serious question. Serious question. What has changed in your workout routine? I know your diet. Obviously, the three of us are great best friends. You've changed your diet up. You've changed your gym routine. And, brother, you're ripped, jacked, whatever you want to say. But your body, for real, since the first season, Courtside, what were you weighing the first?
The heaviest that I
Put this close to your mouth, and you got to speak louder.
The heaviest I was weighing ever playing at Courtside was probably like 245. Like 245.
What are you at right now?
I'm at 208.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's almost 40 pounds difference, and you've been hitting the gym like crazy, upper body, legs. What difference do you feel like it's made in your game?
I would just say mobility. Like I feel more comfortable getting to my spots, moving feels a lot better. I feel quicker, and also stamina. Like I feel like I'm able to play a lot longer out there as well, and also the wear and tear on my body after games is not as bad as it used to be. Moving around with all that weight, you can definitely feel it.
Man, even at 245, you still had the quickness to be able to get by anybody and get to the basket. Like, that's one thing that was impressive, because at your size, the way you were able to move. Now at what, 208, you said? At 208, I'm sure you even feel better. And that's a great point that you brought up, being able, like, the wear and tear on your body, the next day, the recovery. You play in Buckets and Brotherhood, right? You guys are in the playoffs right now. Finished with a record of 4-2. You're going to take on Lunatics in the second round, because you guys had a bye. What difference have you felt in your game besides your body and how you're able to recover? What evolution have you seen in your game over the seasons?
I just feel like I found like my speed playing the game. Like you said, I started playing at Courtside from the very beginning. And I think in my first like 2 seasons, I don't know, I averaged like 10 points a game maybe. I found it difficult to score, but that's because I couldn't find my speed or get comfortable with the game. Over time, I obviously made that leap where I just started to, trust in my game and, play to my abilities. And now it's just the same thing. I feel like I'm transitioning from that and being able to do a little bit of everything. I feel like I can score, I can pass, I can play defense, I can rebound. So I think I bring a lot to a team, and I can do whatever the team needs me to do. I don't think I'm really somebody that is only good at one thing. I think I can play a role on the team. I can be a leader as well. So I think those are the qualities that I bring.
I agree with you, B. I know what you possess, the talent that you have. Very, very good shooter. You can penetrate. You've been passing the ball very well lately. So I'm glad to see you. I've seen you lead a team like UPS to the championship, and I've seen you on other teams where you are the role player and you are like the second option on the team. You can do all of that very well. You told me a few weeks ago, or I think it was last week, you wanted to run it back with the Lunatics because I think they got a W against you guys. What do you feel about this playoff matchup, and what's going to be different this time around?
I think the first time we played them, we kind of got off to a really slow start. I also had probably my worst game of the season. We were down 20. I kind of liked how our team fought back. We only ended up losing by 3. We had them at the ropes at the end of the game, and I just feel like this time we can just come out a little bit stronger, and with me and Ray, we should be able to do enough to create some separation in that game and kind of control the pace a little bit better and not have them hit a bunch of threes. I think we left them open for a lot of shots last game, and they were able to capitalize on that. So kind of like I'm not gonna really look down on them on the other team. I'm gonna respect everything they do. They hit a bunch of threes on us last game, so this game we're gonna come out and make sure we.
Yeah, the Lunatics have a great lineup. They have Elton Walker, the Skywalker, the Elevator Man, the guy jumps out the gym. But I think if you and Ray could really dominate this game how I feel you should, I think you guys have the best backcourt in all of Courtside in the division. Maybe Mejia and Slim, but I think you guys, if you're on, you're the best. It's just there's no way that you guys can get eliminated this early. I think you have too much on your team with Cito and these other players. I think this is a team that people are sleeping on. I think you have a chance to go deep in the playoffs, and if you do lose right now, you suck.
Yeah, I suck. No, I think also it's I think with the team Buckets and Brotherhood, we haven't also had a chance, I think, to play with the full team either. We always have like these different lineups, and I feel like we haven't been able to get it all together. Hopefully for this playoff game, we have everybody there. And like you said, I don't think I've even played a full game like that. I think the last game versus Lunatics was the first game I played with Cito. So hopefully this next playoff game we're able to play together and really do, like you said, I feel like we do have the talent on the team to, win games and do it convincingly.
I need you to speak about a special skill that you possess, okay? And when I say skill, I want to call it a superpower, all right? You are the master, probably the only guy at Courtside that does it, the 120-mile-an-hour bullet pass, okay? Right into your teammates' hands for a layup, and you do it once a game. Can you tell me, did you get that from LeBron? Who did you see do? And you know what we're talking about, and we're going to make sure with our producer that we put a clip up of it, but he knows exactly what we're talking about. Like a bullet.
I mean, the idea of the fast pass like that is whenever I catch the defense sleeping or, my teammate goes behind the defense, he slips, and there's just like that little gap where if you get the ball and they're quick enough, the defense won't be able to react fast enough to make a play on it. So I try to make that pass if it's available, right? I've been successful making that pass as of late. But, again, that's what I see when the defense basically is out of position, and I try to make that pass to make a good play.
Talk a little bit about your experience playing with a local Miami legend in Ray Taylor, and people maybe do not know about Ray Taylor. I'm 33 years old, class of 2009. Your class of 2008, and you're 2010?
Yeah.
Correct? So Ray Taylor's a player that is our age. He graduated in 2009 as well, won state championships with Monsignor Pace High School, then went to American Heritage, played at FAU, played at FIU, right? Short, 5'5", 5'6", but one of the best point guards to ever come out of Miami. He made his debut here, got Rookie of the Year this season at Courtside. He's an electric player to watch because of his speed, his height, and just the skills and the things he's able to do. Did you know Ray before this season, or?
I didn't know him. I knew of him, of course, but I didn't know him personally, no. But playing with him here with Buckets and Brotherhood, as you can see, he's super electric. I think he's also getting comfortable with the league. It's his first season playing at Courtside, so he's trying to get a feel for the game, how the game is being ran here and whatnot. But I think we haven't even seen the best of Ray yet. I think this playoff game you'll probably get a good glimpse of that. But like you said, like you touched on, he's electric. He honestly, if he really felt like it, I don't think there's anybody that can stay in front of him. He can toy with you. He's also very smart of a player, and he's awesome to play with. I've had a lot of fun playing with him, and obviously our team is as good as it is because we have that duo of me and him.
Yeah, I think he could do whatever he wants on the court. He's got all the skills, but he's a willing passer. He gets you guys involved. He's not a ball hog. He makes great passes. How did you end up on this team? Who reached out to you? Like, who recruited you? How much are you getting paid? Like, what's going on here?
So, before the season started, I wasn't sure if I was going to play this season. Towards the end, when registration was closing up, I had hit up Fui and I told him, hey, look, I want to play on a team. A lot of teams were already taken up, and Hialeah Mentality was looking for players. Jonathan hit me up from Hialeah Mentality, and he ran by the team and the idea of playing with these guys. I said, yeah, of course. The team sounded really good, and literally, it just happened like the first game of the season. We played over there at the Kendall location. Showed up, and instantly, I think the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game that me and Ray Taylor played together, I think I had 15 points. He had 15 points.
Yeah.
And immediately we were able to feed off each other. And the other guys, too, were playing really well as well. And we kind of like fed off that type of energy playing together for the first time. We've never played together. So from the first game, I felt like we clicked pretty well. And ever since then, like we had a pretty decent season, like you said, at 4-2. So.
Yeah, you guys had instant chemistry. Are you guys planning on keeping you and Ray together, moving up to the other divisions?
Yeah. Jonathan ran that by me. He hit me up and he was like, "Hey, look, probably looking to make another team for next season, probably in a greater division." So I think he's working on that right now.
Yeah, man, because Ray and you in rec is obviously one of the stronger duels that we have. I would love to see him go at it with Eddie Buckets or Carlos Arroyo or some of these guys in the higher divisions, because that's where he belongs,
Yeah, no, and I think he'll also play better in the higher divisions. Like the game is, you know how it is. The game just becomes a little bit different as the divisions get, a little tougher. The possessions start to mean a little bit more. And I feel like in those games, you'll see the best of Ray.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Ortega, GM of Buckets and Brotherhood and Hialeah Mentality. Did a great job of bringing these guys together. A lot of his teams, a lot of guys don't necessarily know each other, but he gets the right fit, brings them together, and look at the team he's been able to create. The game between Buckets and Brotherhood versus Lunatics is going to be really, really interesting. What do you guys, because I know you've probably talked either after the game when you played them or maybe recently, but what do you guys plan to do to maybe slow down Elton Walker a little bit?
Well, the first thing we need to do is put some bodies on him. You need to put bodies on him. Obviously, he's a freak of nature. He's strong as well. I think it's put some bodies on him. Also, last game, I think he hit like 4 or 5 threes, and they were all open as well. We didn't respect the shot last game. So I think if we can limit those threes and just put some bodies on him, I think we can make it tough on him. He is not a guy that really gets the ball and like a guard and has to come down and create for himself. He kind of feeds off like broken plays, rebounds, offensive rebounds and stuff like that. So we need to put a body on him, limit him from those touches.
So before we finish this episode, not only do I want to thank you for coming on and everything you've done for Courtside. You've been here since season 1. We're a ref at one point. I know a lot of players miss you as an official. It was a short career, but a legendary one. As a ref, but as a player on many different teams, we definitely value and appreciate you. I want you to take a second to talk a little bit about what you do for a career. Maybe you could help some people as well.
Oh, awesome. So I'm a public adjuster. I represent the company Helping Neighbors. We help people that have damages in their homes. It could be from a hurricane. It can be from a bathroom leak, AC leak, broken tile, anything of that nature. I know hurricane season is coming up, so if you guys need any help as far as reviewing your policies or getting any information of what to do to be prepared, you can contact me on my Instagram, which is B-Trigga_VM. And we can go from there. Thank you, guys.
All right, man. B-Trigga, thank you for coming on. Mr. Besu, as always, another episode of the Courtside Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in.